Hello everyone, I am Dr. Manish Kumar Bharadwaj from School of Engineering of Technology of IGNOU. In our previous lectures, we discussed about storing of cement, storing of aggregates and batching of ingredients of concrete. Now we will discuss about mixing of ingredients of concrete. In this we will discuss two types of mixing, hand mixing and machine mixing, and then we will discuss about the types of mixers that are available. The objectives of this lecture is that you should be able to appreciate the importance of mixing for manufacturing of concrete. Also, you should be able to enlist the necessary precautions to be observed during mixing operation, and you should be able to perform the duties of site engineer in a better way to produce good quality concrete. So let us begin with the mixing of ingredients of concrete. Mixing is the most critical operation amongst all handling operations of concrete mix. Most of the properties of concrete, both in fresh and hardened stage, mainly depend upon the way the concrete ingredients are mixed. The mixing of the ingredients should be thorough in order to ensure that cement water paste completely covers the surfaces of aggregates. Mixing method should be such that it ensures a uniform and homogeneous mix of good consistency, and that too without segregation and bleeding. Mixing of concrete ingredients can be performed by two ways. One is hand mixing and another one is machine mixing. For small works or less important works, the hand mixing is used. For large and important work, machine mixing is preferred. As the machine mixers are commonly available nowadays, hand mixing is generally avoided even for small works. Let us see first hand mixing. Hand mixing is performed on an impervious, leveled and rigid platform for which the measured quantity of coarse aggregate and sand is evenly spread in alternate layers, and the measured quantity of cement is spread over it. This spread mass of concrete ingredients is then mixed uniformly in dry state. After mixing it uniformly, this dry mix is now evenly spread in about 200 mm thickness. The measured quantity of water is then applied with a sprinkler, and simultaneously mixing is carried out by turning the mix over and over. The mixing is done until the homogeneous concrete mix of uniform appearance with good consistency is obtained. In case of hand mixing, it is suggested to take about 10% extra quantity of cement. This is very important. Hand mixing is used only for very small works, as concrete mixers are very common nowadays. Now let us see machine mixing. Machine mixing ensures a better and uniform mixing of concrete. It produces concrete of better quality and at much faster rate as compared to that with hand mixing. So these are the two advantages. The concrete mixers are available in various types and capacities, such as drum type, pan type, tilting type and non-tilting type, batch mixers and continuous mixers. So these are the different type of mixers. The choice of mixer depends upon the size, nature and extent of work. So this governs our choice of mixer. The capacity of a mixer should be such that it can produce required amount of concrete per hour under normal working conditions of these mixers. Machine mixing proves to be economical and efficient, particularly for large works. Whatever may be the type of mixer, the mixing of concrete in a concrete mixer is carried out in the following steps. What are these steps? First is installing the mixer. Then next step is charging or feeding the ingredients. Then next step is mixing the ingredients. And then finally discharging the concrete mix. So these are the steps. Now let us see what are the precautions to be observed in mixing operations. In first operation, that is installing the mixture, mixers are installed at a site itself or suitably at central place, respectively, called as site mixing. If you are installing at site, then it will be site mixing, or if you are installing at central place, then central mixing. The choice between the two depends upon several factors such as accessibility, availability of working space, then water supply, then transportation routes for prepared mix. So these are different factors. As far as possible, mixer should be installed close to the concreting site and at firm and level ground. Before starting the mixing operation, cleanliness of mixer should be ensured. Means mixer should be properly clean. Now during charging or feeding the ingredients, what is to be done? The order of feeding the ingredients into the mixture depends upon the type of concrete mix and the mixture. That what should be the order of feeding the ingredients will depend upon the type of the concrete mix that we are going to prepare and the type of mixer that we are using. Certain mixers have the facility to feed the ingredients into the mixer through a hooper or loading skip arrangement, in the absence of which the ingredients can be directly fed into the mixer. Following sequence of feeding is suggested. What is this? First, direct feeding of mixture. Generally, a small amount of water is fed first, followed by all the solid materials, preferably fed uniformly and simultaneously into the mixture. While feeding these materials simultaneously, the remaining quantity of water must be fed uniformly in parts into the mixture. Then feeding of mixture through hooper. In this case, what we do? Total quantity of coarse aggregates followed by the total quantity of sand, and then cement is fed into the hooper. So this is the order of feeding the different ingredients. First, coarse aggregate, second sand, and then cement. The mixture receives these ingredients from hooper in reverse order, that is coarse aggregate in the last. This helps in pushing any part of cement or sand adhering to the mouth of the drum. This arrangement is shown in the figure. Here you see the figure of typical hooper fed tilting concrete mixture. So on its right side you see the loading hooper. So we keep that ingredients and then it is lifted up, as you see in dotted lines. It is lifted up to feed into the mixture drum. Generally, a small amount of water is fed first, followed by feeding operation through the hooper. The remaining quantity of water must be fed uniformly in parts into the mixture during mixing operation, but total quantity of water should be fed within 1/4 of the mixing time. So that time limit also given there. Now let us see what is buttering of the mixture. In machine mixing, a certain amount of cement mortar adheres to the inside of drum walls and remains adhered to after discharging the first batch of concrete mix. Therefore, it is recommended that before mixing the first batch of concrete ingredients, a certain amount of cement mortar, that is cement, sand and water, is fed into the mixture and mixture is rotated. The quantity of mortar should be just sufficient to adhere to the walls of the drum. This process of mixing cement mortar prior to the mixing of first batch of concrete is called the buttering the mixture. In successive batches, buttering is not required. Mixing the ingredients. Mixing time is an important parameter as far as mixing operation is considered. Mixing time depends upon the type of concrete, capacity of the mixture, number of revolutions of the drum per minute, etc. Basically, these parameters, that is the number of revolutions per minute, capacity of the mixture and time of mixing, are interdependent parameters which are generally specified by the manufacturer of the mixer. The mixing time reduces as the number of revolutions per minute of mixing drum increases. Means more revolutions, less mixing time. On the other hand, it increases with the capacity of drum. Means large capacity means large time is required, more time is required. Also, harsh mix requires more mixing time as compared to the wet mix. So if mix is wet, then it can be easily mixed in less time, but if it is harsh mix, then it will require more time for proper mixing. In normal circumstances, the mixing time of 1 to 2 minutes is sufficient. The time is measured from the moment when all the solid ingredients are fed into the mixtures, and further it should be ensured that all water is added within 1/4 of the total mixing time. Generally, the speed of a mixture drum varies between 16 rpm to 20 rpm. rpm means revolutions per minute. IS 456-2000 recommends that concrete shall be continued to mix in a mechanical vibrator until there is a uniform distribution of the materials and the mass is uniform in color and consistency. So this is the recommendation of the code. If segregation is observed after unloading from the mixture, the concrete should be remixed. Now next operation, let's see, discharging the mixed concrete. Every type of mixture has got its own discharging arrangement. For example, in tilting type mixture, the mixed concrete is discharged from the open top of the drum by tilting the drum downward. In pan mixtures, the mixed concrete is discharged through a central hole at the bottom of the pan. Whatever may be the discharging arrangement in the mixture, certain precautions are necessary during discharging operation. The full batch of mixed concrete should be discharged at the same time and not in parts. This is the first precaution. The discharge concrete should be collected in an enclosed container or hooper without spreading out. If segregation is observed after discharging from the mixture, the concrete should be remixed, as I told you earlier also. After completing the day's work, the mixer should be cleaned and washed properly. It is very necessary. Cleaning may be done by charging the mixture with dry aggregates and water, and then by rotating the drum for 1 to 2 minutes. Why? The aggregates will induce abrasive action against the stuck mortar, which will facilitate the cleaning action. Now let us see what are different type of mixers. Machine mixers are broadly classified in two categories, that is batch mixers and continuous mixers. This is the broad classification. Then batch mixers are again of two types, drum type and pan type. The drum type mixers can also be further classified as tilting mixture, non-tilting mixture, then reverse type batch mixers. So this is the classification. Now first let us begin with batch mixers. Batch mixers are those in which concrete ingredients are mixed in batches with certain time interval. Means in this the mixing will be done in batches. First batch, then after some time second batch, then after some time third batch. So mixing is done in batches, so its name is there, batch mixer. In this type of mixers, though the concrete is produced in batches, but continuous concreting can be ensured by properly coordinating the various handling operations, namely transporting, placing, compacting. Means though it does the function in batches, but continuous concreting can be ensured. These types of mixtures are the most common and are frequently used. Batch mixers are mainly available in two types, namely drum type and the pan type, as I told you. The drum type mixers are further classified as tilting type and non-tilting type. Then continuous mixtures. Continuous mixtures are those in which all the operations of mixers, that is feeding, mixing and discharging, are performed simultaneously and continuously so as to obtain the mixed concrete continuously. This type of mixtures are used at large construction sites where mass concreting is done, such as construction of dams, etc. So let us see the overall classification of machine mixers. As I told you earlier also, from this flow chart you can see that machine mixers classified as batch mixers and continuous mixers. Batch mixers again classified as drum type and pan type. Then drum type again classified as tilting type, non-tilting type and reverse type. So this is the broad classification of the machine mixer. Now let us move to pan mixers. Pan mixer is basically a typical cylindrical container mounted on its vertical axis. One or two stars of paddles mounted on separate vertical axes are also provided in the pan. On the basis of whether the pan is rotated or the paddles, pan mixtures may be of two types. One in which the pan is static, whereas the axis of stars move along the circular path above the axis of the pan, and the other one is in which the paddles remain stationary and the pan rotates about its vertical axis during mixing operations. So that way there are two different types of pan mixtures. In both the types, the relative motion of pedals and the ingredients of concrete induce a thorough mixing action in every part of the concrete. Another attractive feature of the pan mixture is the provision of scraper blades, which prevents sticking of mortar to the pan sides by continuous scraping. That is why this type of mixtures is more suitable for stiff and cohesive mix, and being non-mobile type, generally preferred on a large construction site or at precast concrete factory. The mixed concrete is discharged through the central hole provided at the bottom of the pan. Now let us see another one, the tilting type mixture. The tilting type mixture consists of a bowl shaped or double conical frustum shaped drum which rotates on an inclined axis. In these types of mixture, the feeding and discharging operations are performed through its top opening. As the mixed concrete is discharged from the open top of the drum by tilting the drum downward, it is popularly known as tilting type mixture. Inside the drum, the vanes are fixed in such a manner so as to direct the concrete to move into circulatory path when drum is rotated. Subsequently, during each rotation of the drum, these vanes lift the mixture to a certain height and then allow the mixture to drop towards bottom of the drum. Here you see in this figure the tilting type concrete mixture. So in the middle you see the drum, on its left you see the hand wheel, and on its right it is the diesel engine or electrical motor which operates this. So this way, this is the graphic or the sketch of the tilting type concrete mixture. This type of mixture is generally preferred for the concrete mixes of low workability and for those with large size aggregates. These mixtures, being movable type, can be conveniently used at most of the construction site. You can take to any construction site as these are movable. As per IS 1971, the size or the capacity of a mixture is defined by the total volume of concrete that can be mixed in a batch. This defines the size of the mixture. It is given in liters and designated as 85T, 100T, 140T, 200T, where T represents the tilting type mixture and this numerical data or this number represent one batch capacity in liters. Now let us see non-tilting type mixture. Non-tilting type mixture consists of a cylindrical drum which rotates about a horizontal axis and does not have the tilting facility. The vanes are fixed inside the drum surface. The drum is provided with two central openings at the opposite ends. Feeding of the ingredients is done through front opening and discharging of mixed concrete through rear opening. So there are two openings here. For discharging the mixed concrete, an inclined chute is introduced into the drum at rear opening end with the help of a lever. It has been observed that in this type of mixtures, the rate of discharge is slow and chances of segregation are more as compared to tilting type mixtures. The capacity of these mixtures is generally higher than that of the tilting type mixtures. As per IS 1971, the size or the capacity of non-tilting type mixtures are available as 200 anti, 280 anti, 340 anti, 400 anti and 800 anti, where anti represents non-tilting type mixture and the numerical data represents one batch capacity in liters of the mixture. Here you see the non-tilting type concrete mixture. So you see here the mixing drum. There above there is a facility to have the water tank there. Then on its right you see the discharging chute and on its left you see the loading skip. So as you see, for putting that ingredients, that loading skip in horizontal position, when we are feeding it, we will lift it and then the ingredients will be fed into the mixture from the left opening. Now let us move to the reverse drum type mixtures. Reverse drum type mixture are similar to non-tilting type mixture, that is with a cylindrical drum which rotates about a horizontal axis and it also doesn't have the tilting facility. The only difference is in the discharging mechanism. In reverse drum type, the mixed concrete is discharged from the rear end opening by rotating the drum in reverse direction, means direction opposite to the mixing direction. The capacities of these mixtures available are 200 R, 280 R, 340 R, 400 R, where R represents the reverse drum type mixture and numerical data represents one batch capacity in liters. So this way we have discussed that how the mixing of ingredients of the concrete is done. As I told you, there are two ways. Either you can go for hand mixing if you are going for a small works, but if the mixing is done for larger works, then machine mixing should be done. Then I discuss you different type of mixtures, where these are used. This I also discussed with you. So that way I hope that you must have understood properly the mixing operation and the different type of mixtures. So thank you for watching.